Okay.
my check. 1 2 1 2. What's up, Juju?
Hey.
Yo, what are the odds? What are the odds of me hitting that live button and Marley come busting out of his door?
I would say pretty good.
Guaranteed. Okay, what were you saying behind the scenes like not too long ago about what?
Which one? We've been talking about a lot.
I believe it was something overseas. Oh no, California.
California. There's ICE agents that are apparently getting accosted in California now. It's pretty crazy, and it says like they're accosted, like, well, I mean, like they're getting
a new one,
bum rushed and whatever, right? But there was apparently, oh no, hold on. In Minneapolis, see, it's going back and forth between Minneapolis and California, the news. But it says, hey, there was a pew-pewing at ICE protest in Minneapolis. Apparently, that's happening right now. I'm going to bookmark this so I can come back to it. See if I can get some footage on X. Eventually, we got to stop this shit, right? Hey, airbag.
You hear that?
Yeah, is this your fire alarms?
Yeah, of course. It's being tested again today.
Oh.
Yeah, daily.
What? There it is.
You know that he put a old battery in upstairs to piss his sisters off, so it kept chirping.
Wow, he's a next level troller.
Yeah, because he's walking around with his headphones now, his ear protection, just so he can mess with them.
Of course he is.
Wild.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking here. And this is the funny thing. Like, I'm always on X and I'm always following like the latest things that are happening and, world, national, whatever news. And in the last couple of days, my algorithm has completely changed. And now I'm getting pictures of baby animals and weather and stuff like that. I mean, it's like nothing's happening anymore.
But why though?
Fuck if I know. I mean, but it really makes no sense. Like, if you're trying to find out what's going on and you're seeking the actual truth, it seems like they're shutting you down.
So he pulls an asshat. Oh, you just wait and see how big of an asshat he is. Oh my god.
How old is what person? Jake Paul?
I don't know. Gotta be 30 something, right?
Hell if I know. We can Google. He's awful full of himself.
Yeah.
Very full of himself.
Hold on. We'll start the show soon here. Just gonna finish lighting this incense.
Let me look it up, Parabag, and I'll tell you.
I didn't realize all the stuff what happened whenever people fought Jake Paul.
Yeah, there's a lot. He's 29 years old.
Damn.
He was born in 1997.
I would have not guessed that.
I would have thought older, honestly.
Oh my gosh, the snow is coming down so hard here. Like the snowflakes are humongous. Ugh.
I did notice that X was down for a while. And like you could see posts, but you couldn't click on them and go look at the comments or anything like that. It was saying like error loading or something went wrong, try again or something. And but I remember before Elon bought X, right? He would tell people like, your feed is not set up the right way. Okay, I was reading Hairback's comment. And
he picky like that?
What?
Said he's picky like that.
No, he was saying like you need to go up to the top of the app, like to the top of your screen, and there was like stars or something at the top, and you needed to click on that so you got the latest instead of the most popular or something to that effect. But I can't find that option on X anymore. Like to show me the latest stuff, not keep showing me shit from a while back. Hey, Oscar.
Oh, I need to fix my color. Jeez.
Hey, Jay Marie. Hairback said, my point was going to be he needs mental health help. Who does that shit? Yeah, well, I mean, you can only get your head beat in so many times before you start wilding out, right? So
that's crazy. That's wild. There we go. Darkening up a little bit today. All right. Pause. Anyway, I don't even know where to begin with Mr. Paul. I mean, it started out as all good when he's doing these fights, and then he started offering all this money to Dana White, the UFC president.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why he was doing that because those guys don't get paid crap. But I think there was a hidden agenda behind it. He's Jake Paul's offering a lot of money to people. Like it's scary. And I don't know. Most people knew it was fake, but there's certain things people are picking up on. When he's sticking his tongue out at them, that means chill out.
Back off.
Yeah. Chill out.
Do you see what Mike Tyson said?
Yeah.
Basically, it was scripted, and he should have knocked his ass out, but he really needed the money.
Yeah, ain't that crazy that Mike Tyson needs the money?
Well, I mean, it's like George Foreman. I mean, that man was having to go with George Foreman Grills trying to get his money back up because he was broke. I mean, TLC at the height of their career had maybe $50,000 to their name.
They did that one interview where they were saying straight up, like, this is crazy. We're broke, and they just had the hottest album, #1 album, and it can easily happen. Oh, the Jake Paul curse. Look at it. Where do we even go?
I like that guy with the glasses. Right. It's kind of fun.
Beep. Woo. I've never seen him before. But I just, I believe I subbed up to him. All right, I'm going to check this one out first. Only because...
This sucks for Jake Paul because now there's a whole list of fighters that bad things happen to him after they fight, win or loss.
Oh my God, what's his name? He got sick, right?
Ben Askren suffered lung failure and nearly died.
Yeah, he almost died. He was hospitalized.
Mike Tyson nearly died before the fight. He required blood transfusions. Anthony Joshua, the car thing. Chavez Jr. deported after the fight by ICE.
Oh my God.
Yes. Ryan Berlin quit boxing altogether and became a plumber. Like, it's just bad. Nate Robinson went completely silent and no one was heard from him again.
Yo, he does so much witchcraft, bro. That's why he's doing all these rituals and things to kind of manifest his future.
3, 2, and sleep. Completely letting go.
I don't. I believe he is doing some crazy witchcraft.
Was visiting Nigeria, and he got into a car crash that could have ended his life. Matter of fact, look at this shit. This shit is crazy because AJ could have lost his life in Nigeria. Look at that. They're actually pulling him out the car. Damn. So they're saying that the car that AJ was in collided head on with another car. And get this, 2 people that was involved with that car accident lost their lives. You heard what I just said? They was on a Lagos expressway and his car collided with a truck. 2 people are dead. Y'all know AJ just finished beating Jake Paul ass. And now this. That's an accident that could have been career ending. That's an accident that could have been life ending. I told you that 2 people lost their lives. Let's hope AJ is all right. Let's hope he comes back in one piece.
All right, so the first reports of Anthony Joshua, his accident, was that they hit a parked car.
I know you said that. I don't remember hearing the parked car part.
Yeah, I remember that right away. First thing I thought of was the car was remote controlled. And then we saw, remember, because then I showed a video about the girl saying that all those vehicles that are possibly able to be done like that. Or maybe you weren't around for that, maybe. I'm not sure. But, and then all of a sudden I see today that somebody's been taken to court over it, the guy that they hit.
Yeah, the other driver.
Nah.
And that's what you were saying, was that it was a parked car. There was no other driver.
They're setting this guy up. He did not. No, they hit a parked car. They even show after the wreckage, there was no car sitting there hit him face on. It was a parked car, and they moved that vehicle.
What is that guy's name?
Anthony Joshua.
I knew he had 2 first names. I couldn't remember what they were.
13 fights, huh? What do you know?
Let's see.
Imagine that. I'm telling you, man, this guy is just bad. But it was nice to see him get knocked up. Oh.
Ooh. I don't like that.
Yeah, what happened to Jake Paul's opponents is genuinely strange. He fought around 13 people, and a concerning number of them experienced serious issues afterwards. Mike Tyson nearly died before the fight, which is crazy. Why would he even fight if he died before the fight? He required 8 blood transfusions, lost half his blood due to a blood ulcer, and was hospitalized for weeks. Come on, man. Anthony Joshua was involved in a car crash in Nigeria 10 days after the fight. 2 people in the vehicle died, and he was hospitalized. Yeah. All right. So, okay, this one right here, Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was an ex-NBA player who was known for his toughness, basically. But he's a small guy, real tough. Nate Robinson went completely silent. Nate Robinson.
Ooh.
He hasn't been heard from since.
Look at this.
The last thing I heard about Nate Robinson was he was going through health issues. That's the last thing I heard. And now they're saying he just disappeared. Did he disappear?
No.
Did he though?
Hey, Mouse. Hey,
Probably
Wolfette.
Probably from embarrassment.
Now, if you go down to, you see the picture. Go down, go down, go down. Okay, now the paragraph above the picture, the one above that, it says, this accident happened as a result of a burst tire on AJ's vehicle, which caused the driver to lose control and the vehicle swerve into a stationary truck parked along the road. That came from the police commissioner.
Okay, so why is somebody being arraigned? That's crazy.
I don't know. And it's not the other driver's fault if Anthony Joshua's car had a blowout.
Baloney. I don't even believe that it had a blowout. Or maybe they made the tire blow out. I don't know.
That's odd. That's really odd. It says, according to the police commissioner, spokesman for the Federal Road Safety Corps, preliminary investigations indicated the vehicle was traveling beyond the legal prescribed speed limit on the corridor, lost control during an overtaking maneuver, and crashed into a stationary truck, which was by the side of the road. And then Jake Paul posted on X, life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident.
Hairbag, it seems like if you fight the guy at all, no matter what, something bad is going to happen. And now that he lost, because he's never lost, he tied, I believe, Chavez Jr., right? Didn't he tie him?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that? Oh, no. That was Tyson Fury's brother. I think he tied him. I wonder if something bad happened to him.
Him and his wife were in the middle of a divorce, and that was Tommy Fury. The only reason I know who Tommy Fury is was because he was on Love Island, UK, and he met his wife.
Good looking guy. Good
Yeah,
looking guy, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so it says Jake Paul's professional boxing record stands at 12 wins and 2 losses, with 7 wins by knockout as of late 2025. So that's more than 13. That's 12. That's 14, right? Yep. After his loss to Anthony Joshua in December of 2025. His notable wins include against Ben Askren, Tyrone Woodley, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz, Mike Tyson, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., with losses coming to Tommy Fury, which was a split decision, and Anthony Joshua, which was stoppage.
Yeah.
So did he tie or he lost? He's considered lost to Tommy Fury and Anthony Joshua.
Fury was a draw, so I don't know what that's about.
It's listed as one of his losses. It's really weird how they do that, because it says that Tommy Fury was a split decision, but then it's listed under a loss.
That's weird. Yeah, it shouldn't be a loss.
Yeah, Tommy Fury is he's not a big guy at all. It's Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury has never lost a professional boxing match. He maintains an undefeated record, currently standing at 11 wins, 0 losses as of his last fight in May 2025, though he faced criticism for the quality of his opponents and some less than dominant performances.
Yeah. Well, I believe because of the money being exchanged, there's got to be something that comes with it. I mean, we're talking. Yeah, it's Marley. What do you? Yeah, there's sunlight coming in. He had to get rid of it real fast.
Oh yeah. They should have taught him a lesson that's not cool. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of arrogant motherfuckers in that industry, in all sports industries, but like the boxing and all that stuff. I mean, you see people have you seen that one guy? I do not remember his name for the life of me, but he was a Hispanic Latin gentleman, young, decent looking, healthy, everything. He got hit in the head, and now he's basically in a wheelchair drooling on himself. He's not.
I saw that.
He's not okay at all.
I saw that. Yeah, he's messed up.
He is. What is his name?
I remember seeing that. Not good.
Now is in a wheelchair. Okay, let me see if I can figure out who he is. Paul Williams?
Maybe.
No. Pritchard Cologne. Let me see. Images.
Yeah, go straight
it's
to
this guy. It's Pritchard Cologne.
This is AI. Oh wait, I bet somebody asked Grok. Right. Not AI generated. This video shows authentic. Oh my gosh. It's real.
Is that the bird with the shit coming out of its neck? The metal stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not. Have any of you ever, and I know I've mentioned this movie before, but I actually just went and rewatched it this weekend. Not went, I watched it at the house, but it's called The Eye in the Sky. Do y'all remember that movie? It's about, it's a true story, or based on a true story about a,
what the?
joint mission that us in the UK and I think it was Kenya did together. And they were trying to take out, it was 2 UK citizens, a United States citizen, and a couple of Kenyan citizens. And they had all become extremists. Terrorists is the word. They were the number 3rd, 4th, and 5th most wanted on the Southeast African list of most wanted people. And they found them in this house. And they end up, long story short, spoiler alert, they hit them with a Hellfire missile, 2 of them, from a drone that was being run over here out of like a shipping container, essentially, and a joystick. These 2 people, a man and a woman, and, you know, they do this over there. They were the eye in the sky for this mission. And at one point, they needed to confirm that the woman who was the person that they thought it was, so they needed to see her face. So they get this drone. The first drone they use is a bird, but the bird can't see through the windows. So then they get a beetle. So this guy's got one of those slide phones. You remember when the phone, you could hold it like this or you could slide it up? Okay, he had one of those slide phones. And he opens up this pack of cigarettes and he gets this beetle out and he sits it on top of the phone and he starts remote controlling that motherfucker and flies it all the way to the house, into the house, and it's sitting up on one of the rafters and it's looking down. And the quality of that video was insane. So they got a drone that looks like a bird. They got drones that look like bugs just flying around. What are you gonna, I mean, you're gonna think it's a bug, right? But they were live streaming to the UK, to the United States, all these people. And they ended up dropping the Hellfire missile and got the people. But they also killed a little girl in the
What up, Bet?
Hey, Army Bet.
Yeah, eye in the sky.
Yeah, it was a Reaper drone that they were using. And it was equipped, I think they said it could carry 4 missiles, and I think there was 2 Hellfires or maybe 3 Hellfires and something else. But they used 2 Hellfire missiles on that. It's a really good movie if you haven't seen it.
No, thank you. Yeah, that sums it up right there.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of blood money.
Yeah. It's not cool. Let me see.
That's scary. That boy got beat down.
And he is not a small guy. And let me tell you, did y'all see the when they shaved his beard where his jaw got broke and showed that? It doesn't, I mean,
yeah,
I've never seen a broken jaw, I guess, but that shit was swole up. It looked like an enormous boil or cyst or something. It was so bad looking. But you know, my experience has been getting, I mean, and I'm barring like the broken jaw. Like I'm not talking about broken parts, but I've been punched many times, and getting hit doesn't hurt nearly as bad as the brain hitting the other side of the skull. Your brain hitting the other side of your skull hurts. That, nope. You learn to duck and weave real fast.
Come here. Listen, rough tactics gotta stop, okay? Fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay? Amen. You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules, okay? Touch him up, fight clean.
Christopher Young with the quote of the night, the fan.
Listen, both y'all come here. Listen, rough tactics gotta stop, okay?
The what's gotta stop?
Yeah, I had to listen to it twice. I still don't know the what. Something's good. Okay, one more time.
Listen, both y'all come here. Listen, rough tactics gotta stop, okay? The fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay?
Amen.
You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules, okay? Touch him up, fight clean.
Oh, I guess they're just fucking around, I guess. The fans came to see a fight. Well, they obviously weren't fighting, just doing some stupid shit. Probably wasting time.
But he's saying fight clean. I didn't watch this fight. I can't comment on it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I do like watching them. It just hurts my feelings when you see. I mean, they're choosing to do this, right? They know what they're signing up for. But like Muhammad Ali, he's like talking to a toddler. His brain's mush.
Get this nigga out. Yeah. Woo! Come on. Get this nigga out of here, bro.
Why is Anthony Joshua trying to like prolong this fight?
This
nigga taking it down on the side.
Finished it, bro.
Come on, bro. That's it, bro. That's it, bro. This is getting sad. Come on.
Bro, this nigga is taking fucking rest.
He's taking pit stops.
Bro, what is this?
This nigga don't even know what today is.
End this, bro.
End him.
I don't want this to go
He
to a
got 2
decision.
minutes.
I need this nigga to be asleep. Damn.
Hey, he trying to survive. Beat. Come on.
Yeah, bro,
he don't even know where he at. Oh, yeah.
Down,
he don't know where he at.
Bro, this nigga
he don't know where he at.
done.
Beat.
Finish it.
Beat. Come on. Finish it. Finish it. Come on.
Bro, he keep
There's that
playing with
sound.
you. He keep playing on your head.
He like the Joker, bro. He like the Joker right now.
Bro, please. Please.
And give him some scars.
He got nothing left.
Yo,
bro.
he gone. His brother
He
know
ain't
it too.
got nothing. Yes.
Come on.
Beat this
Come on.
nigga
Beat.
into some
Come on.
action.
Come on. Do it for the people. Yes. Knock his ass out. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Woo.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Boy.
Yeah.
They are really passionate about this fight.
I have no idea who they are, but damn, they was excited.
Did it show? Yeah. I'm over here trying to scroll what's on the screen like an idiot. What did it show this shot that broke his jaw? Because that didn't.
This one right here is this one. This. Bam!
Oh, damn.
Game over.
He's like, whoa, what happened?
Look at this shit. He put all the stank on this shit. Boom!
That was like a second, third, fourth glance. He's trying to keep his head right and just couldn't. Shit. Yeah, I think when they get hurt, they have to stay out for so long, depending on the injury. But I don't know if there's, just my shitty opinion. I don't think they're ever going to stop them from fighting unless it becomes a legality issue. Like, they really don't give a shit about these fighters, right? So if you want to fight. You're going to have to, sign this waiver that says you can't come after any of us or the other fighter if you get hurt because you got a glass jaw or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Damn, long fight, bankruptcy, alcoholism, lost family, deported, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, though, you can name something bad that happens to everybody.
Yeah.
If you want to really be like that, you could use the names off of everybody who used to mess with me in my chat for the last 4 or 5 years. This person this and this person that and this.
So the curse of Matthew, silly as fuck.
Yeah.
You better watch out. You're putting ideas in people's head.
So they already know.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a curse.
Shit. I guess I'm stuck with you because I don't need no bad shit happen to me.
I'm like that cocaine. Once you get a little taste, you can't quit it.
Well, I don't know about that.
Can't quit you. I can't quit you.
Okay, so I am Like I went in on X and I searched for Minneapolis, for ICE, for blah, 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 protests, like all these types of things. Because, you know, like on Facebook, if you accidentally click on something, holy shit, your feed is now nothing but that, right? And so I went and purposely like sought out this subject. And I love that avatar.
So
I
just
really
speaking.
do.
So nasty.
I wanted to ask Juju if she saw the Russian snow. Yes, I did. And the family there is doing well. And they're basically saying, like, everybody's making a huge ordeal about the snow. And this happens every so often here. So.
Oh, you did? So you're talking about by you.
Me what?
What? Talking about some snow? What?
Snow in Russia. That just
okay.
If I saw the Russian snow, and she said for a later subject. Right. I'd love for you to expound on that. Tell me what you're talking about, just speaking, because you know I'm all about finding a rabbit hole to jump down. I'm all about it, and I have noticed that like they're starting to attempt to make a big deal out of things that happen. You know, it doesn't happen often, but it's not unheard of for like it to snow here. We don't get snow here often at all, but I think it was 2005 or 6, somewhere around there. We actually had our first white Christmas ever. I think it was the second time I'd seen snow in my life. And the whole neighborhood was up all night playing, like literally adults all the way down to kids playing in the snow. And we had snow on the beach dunes, on the beach, and the snow went all the way up to where the water and the snow met. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But boy, do we have some fun.
Is he putting out salt? Is he with a grinder?
Dude, they sell like large containers of salt. Oh Lord.
I don't think that's gonna work too well.
He probably calls a plumber to fix a leaky sink.
Yeah, bro. That ain't gonna. Oh, there it is. Okay. Snow in Texas.
Texas? I don't know how to drive in this, and I'm on a mountain. I'm gonna die.
A few moments later.
Oh shit!
I'm telling y'all, we don't know.
That's the vehicle. Look in the back. That is the vehicle.
Yeah. We don't know how to drive
Texas?
Here,
I don't know how to drive in this, and I'm on a mountain.
Is he in Fredericksburg? Is that what that shirt says?
Yep.
A few moments later.
That's the same vehicle.
Dude. Nope. We ain't built for that.
Whoa.
Do you think my ass was driving anywhere when it snowed here?
Oh, there it is. There it is, Texas. It's coming.
But is it coming all the way down here?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
A little bit of that green.
If that pink gets to me, if it snows here, I'm going live. Y'all gonna see me acting a damn fool. I ain't even playing.
Going outside with it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I will be so excited. If something pops up out the moon. What's the point?
That's it. It's just some old ASMR type stuff. Shit, I can do that. You know how much snow I could be crunching around in?
I've heard it.
I'm going to be doing that tonight.
Texas declared a state of emergency. How? Where? Oh my goodness.
I guess motherfucker like, look, you guys, look, it's real snow. Look at my fingers. Man, if you don't get yours.
I'm looking. Let's see.
Look, if I scrape it up, I can make a snowball.
Are you kidding me? Governor Abbott has declared a state of emergency for Texas for this coming weekend. It says Austin government Governor Greg Abbott announced that he directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management to activate the state emergency response resources ahead of potential winter weather impacts expected across the state beginning Thursday. Based on current forecast, the state of Texas is acting to ensure Texans have the resources they need before the severe weather impacts communities across Texas. What communities? Because nobody's telling us shit down here. Arctic cold front is expected to bring dangerously cold temperatures and wind chills to the state through the early part of next week. Additionally, a storm system that is expected to move through the state, bringing the possibility of freezing rain, sleet, and snow that could create hazardous travel conditions into the weekend and cause impacts to the infrastructure. Now, I'm going to speak on that infrastructure in a fucking minute because it's a bracket. So the areas most at risk of wintry weather are Northwest Texas, North Texas, Northeast Texas. Freezing rain and sleet are more likely to impact areas across the West, Central, South Central, East, and Southeast Texas. So not me. Maybe that's why cold rains expected for the deep South Texas and the Rio Grande Valley. So we're going to have cold rain. Big fucking deal. We always do.
Hey, how many people see that coffee like, oh, I want some coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really drink coffee, so that does nothing for me. That makes me think of some Coca-Cola, though. That's what I'm thinking.
Hell no, that looks good.
It looks like a Coca-Cola that sat out all night and you try to pour it in a cup. No, just barely no fizz. Just.
I am not drinking a flat soda. Hairbag, I agree. So when it did snow here, there was some neighbors that I had, and they originally lived up north. They came down here and like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's just like driving in sand. Well, I know how to drive in sand, deep sand, not packed down sand. Good. I'm good. I can go all day. Hey, Nessa.
Not my car. Shit. My car ain't going nowhere in sand, but down.
But I will tell you this. They are full of fucking shit when they say driving on sand and driving on snow is the same thing. It is not. It is not. There were so many wrecks. There was people sliding off of overpasses and all kinds of shit. It was a racket. So Army Vet says Texas runs its own power grid, ERCOT, separate from the rest of the United States. That means less backup, more strains, extreme weather, higher risk of outages. Dude, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Our infrastructure, our power grid supplies electricity to surrounding states. I want to say there's like 9 of them, if I remember correctly. And when we had that hard freeze for 7 days in 2020, all right, we're already in lockdown, and then we got this freeze. And when I'm talking freeze, we are not built for this. Send us a Cat 5 hurricane, and we're out there like Spartans, like bring it the fuck on. You send us cold temperatures like that, they actually got in trouble for prioritizing the other states' electrical needs over Texas. And during that week of that hard freeze, if I'm talking, we didn't get out of the 20s. All right. In South Texas, where I live, we didn't get out of the 20s. People were cheering when we got to 32. And everything shut down. Everybody around here was without power. I was one of the few people with power. And so people were bringing me their food to cook. And I had a nonstop flow of beans and cornbread, coffee for the adults, and hot chocolate for the kids. We had water. We had, all this other shit. And it was just, I put it out on a local Facebook group. If you're hungry and you can't cook, I got power. Bring me your food. I'll cook it, or bring a dish and I'll fill it up. And there were some people, flat out saying we have no way to cook, and our kids wouldn't be able to eat if you weren't serving beans and rice or beans and cornbread. And I'm not doing that to pat myself on the back, because there was other people doing it too, but that's what happens to us when it gets that cold. The power grid was down. We couldn't even pump gas. So people were at first using their generators. Everything was cold. Then no gas, no generators, right? No gas. People were no longer able to sit in their car to keep their kids and their animals warm. I was walking around with a bearded dragon and a hairless guinea pig in my shirt, trying to keep them warm. Go ahead and laugh, Matthew, but they couldn't keep themselves warm. So I had put them in my shirt, put a big tank top over it, had my hoodie on. I had a bearded dragon and a hairless guinea pig in my shirt for a fucking week. It was nuts. We ain't built for that shit. Sorry. And they were finding old people. They were finding old people in RVs because we have a lot of retired people that live in RVs in these little, parks or whatever around here, living their life. They travel, and they were finding some of those people dead in their bed, couples laying together, trying to keep each other warm, fucking dead from the cold. Mouse, yep, they did. There is more than one family that lost a child to cold weather. But then a hurricane comes, and I got this crazy man that lived in the neighborhood, and drunkard and Cooter Brown decided to stay through the hurricane. And this was a hurricane where they were telling you put your social security number on all 4 limbs and your torso. Because if you stay, you're not going to live. This drunk ass dude, butt ass naked, out in a hurricane, and tied himself to the pier of his house with a water hose and survived.
Oh, damn.
I'm not even joking. Fucking crazy dude.
All right, check this out. I think I've seen this one.
Okay.
What's going on in a couple of days here? On Friday, the coldest air mass on Earth will be centered over Ontario. This is going to affect all the United States, by the way. Like, this is a freak event. Of course, it's winter, by the way. Don't go and think that I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, every weather event is scary. But something strange is going on. Temperatures of minus 50 degrees Celsius rarely observed, except with most extreme Siberian cold. Like, that's what the Yakutians sit through, not in freaking Ontario and some of you guys in, what is that, Minnesota action? And you can't tell me I'm the only person thinking that this winter has been extremely abnormal, put it that way. What is going on up there? Now, this is the weather I have coming up on Saturday, and Friday specifically feels like minus 41. Now, the crazy part is this guy's saying that this is shaping up to be a potentially high impact winter storm affecting a large portion of the southern and eastern United States. They're talking about you might get snow in freaking Texas again. Now, does it usually snow in Texas? No. Is anything going on? Is there a way to control the weather? Is there? I'm just wondering. And does this thing in Alaska do anything to the weather? Surely not. According to the science, this is just to study the ionosphere, but I do wonder. And yes, there are patents for weather modification. However, a patent doesn't guarantee the technology works. So when you read the several hundred patents on weather modification, just know that it's just a theory and it doesn't really work.
Bullshit. Because guess who's got a bookmark for that?
What's that? She's in Texas.
Who's in Texas?
Yeah. This lady right here.
Oh, let's hear what she has to say.
She ain't got to say nothing. She's just taking a picture.
Oh, fuck, lame.
This is snow in Texas. And for some reason, they needed to show her taking a picture.
Rogue, I saw your comment about your friend. There really were people doing that. And the problem is some of them were trying to like break apart, wooden tables or whatever and burn them indoors because some places around here have fireplaces. People were dying from the fumes.
2015 got snow.
We didn't.
Snowed in 2015.
Oh, 2015. Not where I lived. And I lived a lot more north in northern Texas back then. A man did that.
That man, fuck, sexy.
So now we know that Matthew's got a snow kink.
Oh, shit. Kicking my damn camera. Damn it.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta finish this. And this is my last bite.
Shit.
I made a Greek salad last night. I'm on a kick. I cannot get enough of it.
It's funny as hell.
Biggest winter storms in decades. Huge impacts for dozens and dozens of states. And this setup is like one we haven't seen in quite some time. The moisture building in from the Gulf, that is going to meet the colder weather, sharply colder weather, driving all the way down to the south. So let's go step by step with what we're going to see when we are going to see it. This here first, as we work our way into our Friday, some of the rain, snow, New Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, a wintry mix in the icing begins. That means power outages. The Dallas area in particular, days and days, nights and nights of below freezing temperatures. They are going to be way down all the way into next week. Then by Saturday, as we work our way toward the Carolinas, we're going to see a significant snow setting up. Meanwhile, back in Texas, back through Tennessee, back through parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, still dealing with some of the icing, even back toward Louisiana. Then on Sunday, we're watching over toward the mid-Atlantic. This could be a significant snow event, not only from the Carolinas, in particular North Carolina, but right up toward D.C., Baltimore, on the edge of Philadelphia with a big-time snow. And there are some differences in the models. The European model wants to bring more of a significant snow closer to New England. So Boston, Hartford, even back toward New York City, on watch for the potential of a snow out of this system. And we're talking where we get some snow, upwards of a foot, maybe upwards of 1.5 feet of some snow. That's what we're covering on Snow Bros. We got you covered. A big time storm system moving in.
I put a link in the back chat.
That is crazy.
I believe that. I'm talking to Army Vet. Now, if this is to be believed, some guy went into the Davos or Darvos or whatever the hell it's called, and like had a hidden camera and was talking to people about this weather modification stuff. And it's 2 minutes, 7 seconds, but they feel comfortable talking openly in this environment.
The warming climate and the effect of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere will help block some of the warming, and the particles stay in the air for 1 year. So, and actually, we're speaking to some of the airplane manufacturers and to see if they can emit some of our technology into the atmosphere to help with the global warming.
Well, first you can tell this camera hidden like a motherfucker because you know, this is not no normal camera.
That's right. Yeah, climate. I mean, we don't like to use the term climate engineering. It scares people, so we prefer.
Of course, but it's but for me being an engineer, I think that's actually what you do. It's,
yes,
you can have financial.
What are you doing? You're talking. We can't hear you.
I know. I was yelling at Marley for a quick second.
Oh.
Jesse Ventura was the pioneer for me when it comes to conspiracy theories. Like, he was doing them a long time ago. I mean, he was saying some stuff, and of course they made him out to be a nutbag.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, well, they must have scared him enough to make him stop, because he was telling. He wasn't just conspiracy theories. He was telling on people. Like, no, this ain't no theory, y'all. This is what's going on.
You met him, Army Vet?
They shut him up.
Or
they quieted him down. I'll say it like that.
They scared him into submission.
They did something to him because he's not doing that no more.
engineering can, I'm sure climate engineering can, because it involves something that's more scientific.
Yes, exactly. You're an engineer, you understand. And from Sweden, right? Yeah. So we don't like to call them chemtrails. We don't like to use this.
So what do you call it instead?
Well, we call it aerosol injection. Aerosol. It's kind of like little droplets.
Okay.
And the droplets form in the air, and they stay there for a year.
Yeah.
It's modeled kind of a mini volcanic eruption, actually.
Yeah. And the aviation fuels have some sulfur in them, so it creates some sulfur dioxide emissions naturally, and that does have a cooling effect.
So basically, when we complain about the new generation kids that hate going outside, it's like they know they shouldn't. You know, damn, do you want the kids to go outside?
No.
Stay inside. You know, it's crazy though. Wow.
And why would they want to keep children inside? Think about that. What are they going to do if they're inside and they can't go outside and play?
They can control them through the video games and the TV.
Through the video games, through social media. He was an underwater demolition team. UTD. I think he's talking about Jesse.
The body.
Now, this guy, Kennedy Ritchie, who runs a company called 4Air, spoke on stage, and he says on his website that he wants to, quote, decarbonize the aviation industry. He actually told me he was trying to eliminate contrails entirely, but then brought up cloud seating.
A lot of the work actually came out of the military, so they do this all the time.
Have you worked with them at all? Or?
No, because they're a little more closed door about their procedures.
You ever heard of sulfur dioxide?
Yeah.
You've heard of that? Okay. Yeah.
It's actually pretty cheap to do it. The ability to put sulfur dioxide there is actually a pretty cheap way to cool down the earth.
Oh, yeah.
So the opportunity for, one or two people to do it is, impressive. He went a little further. He's like, it'd be interesting if the government starts doing this over each other's territories on purpose. Like if we start getting weather modification as a government, either good or bad.
A lot. It's a lot. I do like these hidden camera things, where they end up catching people on.
Yeah. Oh, Elon Musk. What is he? Yo, Elon tripping. He
Now,
posted midgets fighting strong girls. What is he doing, dude?
they'll put another link in the back chat, and it seems like this is going largely unnoticed, it seems like. And I'm like, are y'all not paying attention? Not saying that I have a problem with all of these things, all these changes they're making in Virginia, but the Democrats, and I don't want to make this about one side's evil and one side's a saint, because y'all know I think bullshit on both sides, right? But it says Democrats now control the legislature and governor's office in Virginia. Here are just a few of the bills they've introduced. And apparently this new governor or whoever, I really don't understand. I have to look more into it, but I put a link in back chat so you can show the list. And I definitely have issues with some of these things. As it says, here are just a few of the bills they've introduced. A new 4.3% sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon, etc. deliveries. New sales tax on admission to wide variety of businesses. Create two new higher tax brackets of 8% and 10% on people making over $600,000 a year. A new 10% bracket for anyone making over $1 million. 3.8% investment tax on top of sales income taxes. They raised the hotel tax. New personal property tax on landscaping equipment. So now they're going to tax you for your lawnmower and your weed eater. Am I not getting this? I don't understand.
They're trying to change over.
Yeah. Ban gas-powered leaf blowers. Guarantee illegal aliens free education. Make it illegal to approach somebody at an abortion clinic. Extend the time Absentee ballots can be received after election day to 3 days. Allow people to cast their votes electronically through the internet. Expand ranked choice voting. Extend the deadline for ballot curing to 1 week after the election day. Redact the address of political candidates from FOIAs. Add Virginia to the National Popular Vote Compact for presidential electors. Make it illegal to hand count ballots. $500 sales tax on firearm suppressors. Let me tell you, suppressors, there's people think you can just go out and buy one. You can't. And you got to create a trust for that suppressor. And something else, suppressors don't last forever. They're only ranked for so many high-speed lead objects to go through them before you have to go get another one, right? So
melt.
They just stop suppressing, I guess. They want to add Virginia to the National Popular Vote. Make it illegal. 500 assault weapons and large capacity magazine bans. 11% sale tax on all firearms and ammunition. Prohibit outdoor shooting of a firearm on land less than 5 acres. Lower the criminal penalties for robbery. Ban the arrest of illegal aliens in courthouses. Remove mandatory minimum sentences and remove, they didn't even go into what the mandatory minimum sentences they're talking about. I'll tell you.
I couldn't even ask you like which one's worse. You have to think about it.
Yeah. And you're going to be shocked when I tell you what these mandatory minimum sentences are that they're trying to
What?
Allow localities to install speed cameras and replace Columbus Day with an Indigenous Peoples Day. So
no way.
guess what? We got taxed on a bag of pellets for our stove. A 0.12 plastic bag tax.
Wait. Is that supposed to make up for it? Hold on. What the fuck?
Come on.
Yo, national. I mean, the thought's nice. I guess.
Now I'm trying to Virginia minimum sentences, because I want y'all to see this for yourself.
Crazy.
and the paperwork is here as well. So I'm going to put this in the back chat. Paste. And here you go. So it says Democrats in Virginia have introduced a bill to eliminate mandatory minimum sentences for rape, manslaughter, and assaulting a law enforcement officer, possession and distribution of child porn, and all repeat felonies.
Sheesh. Wow.
Says Virginians were told they were voting for moderation, somehow massive tax hikes, a criminal's first justice policy, and extreme partisanship. Gerrymandering never made their TV ads. It has not passed yet, but they're trying to. And then there's one that's saying they are trying to seal conviction, like your rap sheet. They're trying to make it private so it can't be used against you if you're trying to get a job or anything like that.
Or bitch motherfuckers on YouTube want to play detective.
Yeah. So they're saying that this bill softens punishments for felons convicted of drug trafficking, assault, sexual assault, all this other kind of stuff. They're trying to make it where they don't get in as much trouble, and then their shit's sealed so nobody can see it. This dog, I tell you. Can you hear her?
When is this? Or when was all this? When they come up with all this stuff? Like how long have they been?
This just started popping up on my feeds, and let me see. I'm about to go outside and do some regulating. Governor. Let me see the latest, because okay, so the first day in office, Governor Spanberger guts rules requiring cops to cooperate with ICE. So if you go to your search bar in X and
no
type
way, Spanberger.
Yeah,
Don't tell me to type of spam. Oh,
Spanberger. But if you type in Virginia, don't even put that in. Put in Virginia governor and go to latest. And you will see all the shit that they're talking about.
Abigail Span. Oh, she's a woman.
And local law enforcement should not be required to divert their limited resources to enforce federal civil immigration laws. It is a responsibility of federal law enforcement. Virginia state and local law enforcement officers must be able to focus on their core responsibilities, investigating crime and community policing. And this executive order rescinds.
So she's essentially saying that local law enforcement will not help ICE. Army vet said, question, who would be drafted first if a major war breaks out? I actually wanted to talk to you about that, Army vet. Can you come up here 2 days in a row? Is that asking too much, sir?
Mouse got to come too, if that's the case. So it's a team thing. So don't even come up here if Mouse ain't come with you.
I want to ask some questions about the draft and all that kind of business. He said the U.S. military is down overall manpower in 2025 compared to previous years. The most recent data shows the active duty force is about 1.32 million troops, which is lower than historical levels. Oh, you put kids in fucking t-shirts, pink t-shirts, and have them march down a rally, putting them in a safe space. You're not really hiring strong men, you're not really raising strong humans. How about instead of, don't bully me in a pink t-shirt and marching, how about you just pop the bully in the fucking mouth? People are getting too comfortable with not getting popped in the mouth. I'll say it.
That's that ooh-wee.
They approved a plan to regulate taxed cannabis. Okay, so I got an issue with this THCA and all of this legal shit that they've made legal for all of us, right?
Yet they can still get you if they want to, but they just don't want to focus on it.
Okay, but check this out. Prior to this legal product being put out there, of course, you can buy pre-rolls, you can buy bud, you can buy edibles, you can buy all this stuff, right? And now there is a syndrome. There's a syndrome popping up to where people who partake on a regular basis are now starting to vomit uncontrollably. They're sick. And they're saying, see, partaking too much in marijuana of any kind will make you sick. See, we told you it's not safe. We made it legal. We're giving you what you asked for, which is THCA, right? And now people are developing this syndrome where it makes you throw up too much. And without ratting anybody out, without exposing anything. And let's just say we're talking about when we were kids or before we knew better. Did anybody smoke so much weed that they developed a syndrome where you puked nonstop and couldn't hold any food down?
Never.
So when did this start? When they made
Had it been
THC
recent.
legal.
Mhm.
So what the fuck are they doing to this stuff that is making people develop this syndrome?
I don't like it. I'm not messing with no tea. I mean, I love it. That's what I mean. I never have real stuff. It's always THC. I'm gonna mute now.
Exactly, just speaking. Before they started fucking with everything, it wasn't making you sick. Now, I mean, now I'm not talking about the people that are allergic to it, you know, or allergic to certain strains, because that's a thing. You know, I'm one of those people. It's like a 24-hour stomach bug for me, like 100%. And I've
What are you talking about? When you smoke?
Yeah, like, you know, 100
Old
years
school smoke
ago.
or new school
Yeah,
smoke? Oh,
no, old school. You know, back in the day when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it would make me violently ill. Like I'm talking about laying in the bottom of the bathtub, just puking my guts out.
Really?
Sick as shit. Sick as shit.
Everything had hella seeds in it back in the day.
Hmm?
Hella sticks in it. And we were smoking all that shit.
Yeah.
Take you 20 minutes to roll something because you're picking all the seeds out.
I remember that. And I don't remember what it's called. So I'm
Smoking
just
seed shells, joint popping and shit.
Oh, dude, they did. But then sometimes, you know, it didn't happen. So then it was coming down to a strain, right? So it had to be one strain or the other. And it was just a toss of the coin if I was going to be having a great time for the rest of the night or if I was going to be puking my guts out.
Is that a cockle shell in my motherfucking?
Mm-hmm.
Juju, what question you wanted from me, girl? I'm hiding in the
Oh, he's
bathroom.
here. Okay, so you were asking who would be the drafted first. And I know whenever you ask a question, you got an area that you're trying to get to in a conversation. So are you thinking there's fixing to be a draft?
Of course.
Okay. And my understanding from my friends that are in the military is that, like, he's retired and he's married to one of my really good friends. Great fucking people, good people. Be lucky to know him. And he said that even though he's retired, because of his rank, he can be recalled at any given point.
Job. Because of your job.
Because of his job.
Certain people have certain jobs that can't be replaced in the military. Like my daughter have said, came on, and there are a few people in the military that they will pay you not to do your job. That's telling you how important you are. They're telling you, I am not going to allow you to do it. Them are the ones that are first recalled.
Okay. So given that, wouldn't you draft people that already know the tea, already know how to do all the shit? Like, wouldn't you draft those people back first? Like recall them, reactivate them, whatever you call it?
No, I mean, you could if they're still in the system, but you don't know if they're already been compromised. So you would have to do everything all your top secret, calling your
But
mom.
he's now a government contractor. He still works on the same base he served at and retired from, but now he's on the civilian side. Does he still have to be rechecked?
Yeah.
Really?
Every
Okay.
day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they don't know, they can't tell if you're a liar or not.
Yeah.
And in the intel, if I'm out of your sight, the military site, for 30 days, you're compromised because I don't know.
Really? Okay. So then is the rule about, okay, I have 3 sons. Can all of them be drafted or do they have to leave me one?
I think the way a lot of your old schools talk to them of during the Vietnam War of how they was treated or how it was. They will have the firsthand knowledge because that was the last time I think as a country we drafted, and I think
Mhm.
it's under 26 of age and 18. But with what is going on now, I honestly, what's that movie about some hummingbird girl and everybody get voted and they call their names and you step out? What was
Oh
that?
Hunger
yeah,
Games?
Hunger Games.
That's
Yeah.
how I think the next draft election is going to be
Oh my
televised.
gosh.
But don't
Remember?
they have to leave us one kid to carry on
Yes.
our family name?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Yeah, because of
Okay, so
Saving Private Ryan or something. I think
so
I don't really know.
so I have one son that is 29, one that's
Hey, Mom.
25, and one that's 15. So they won't take the oldest and they won't take the youngest. So they would take my 25-year-old.
If the lottery hit, yeah. That's why I'm every time I come over here, I'm letting people know about the broader scheme of the world
Mm-hmm.
and what's going on in Israel and Iran and Russia and Greenland and South America and Africa and North Korea. This is real. Then
Do
you add
you
AI on top of that. Oh hell.
Mhm. So do
Scary.
you think that Trump was telling the truth at Davos when he said that he's not going to use force to take Greenland?
He can't.
He can't.
No,
No.
he can't.
Bullshit, goddamn it. Matthew.
Surprise! I brought somebody with me.
God damn it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That dummy got me, boy. Woo-hoo,
Like,
I'm just
he
in
popped
your
out,
head.
popped out the garbage can. and shit.
Woo-hoo.
Ah!
He scurried on up behind you and scared you.
That
I'm
scared
so
the
in your
shit
head
out
you
of
can summon me wherever you are.
Right, she was laying in a pile of leaves.
I forgot what I was talking about. What the fuck just happened?
About Trump
The
saying
draft.
that he's not going to use force to take Greenland.
Yeah, he cannot. Like if you research right now, France and a few other countries have stepped in and said, "What are you doing?" But remember, if Russia wanted Europe, what is stopping Russia now if Trump do that to Greenland?
I saw something like that because he had said, let me go and see if I bookmarked it.
I mean, they've always been trying to buy Greenland since the 1960s. This remember now that remember all of this isn't about Greenland. This is about new shipping routes that
Right.
this is all about shipping routes that China and Russia is finna take over. That's it.
And Denmark does not have the army to back them off.
That's because of the United States. United States made a deal with Greenland to say you don't have to put your soldiers here. You can move them closer to Russia. We'll take over this for you. So United States is paying them for to put the soldiers there, everything. But it was a
What the
deal they
hell?
made. It was a deal that they made.
Why am I?
So it's like United States is going. The reason why nobody is there because United States said we'll do this. We'll take over this for. We got your back. Go forward towards Russia. We'll take care of this.
Yeah, chess moves.
Yeah,
So look,
basically.
Look, I'm gonna put a link in back chat, and that this has something to do, kind of, with what we're talking about.
A draft is coming. A draft is coming.
I don't see that.
Y'all have to see this on a world scale.
I don't think
I'm looking at the world scale, and I'm trying to read between the lines and see where this is heading. You have an advantage because you were in the military and you still work on an intelligence level, right? So for us normal, uneducated people that haven't lived that life, it's a little harder to decipher.
Okay.
Really.
What would be the reaction of the Middle East, China, Russia, if United States make a strike on Iran?
Well, this right here is kind of Lavrov. I don't know how to say his name. He's now saying if Greenland is U.S. territory, then Crimea is Russian security. Okay, if U.S. is saying this is for their security, then Russia can say Crimea is for their security. That's the danger of a president who talks like an imperial landlord. Every dictator on earth hears it as permission, Russia and China for starters. He's not restoring strength. He's normalizing annexation. And he's talking about Trump.
What is stopping Israel from taking Gaza? What is stopping China from taking? You see what I'm saying? What is stopping the cartels from taking over South American? Like, this is bolden a lot of idiots.
Well, and this is what I was saying the other day. We can't take Greenland. Like, if they don't want to sell it to us, then that's just that. We're in 2026. The boundaries have been drawn. Everybody owns what they own. If he goes in and takes it back
Right
forward,
there.
Well, what happened to that?
What did you just say? Land is what? Not really. There's a
land
project
is not
called
really what.
land is not. It is a what is it? It's called something 2030.
And
World 2030.
if they want to give up their land, they will pay, what was it, $400,000?
No, you have till 2030 before the world changes and becomes a world police. I don't know what it's called, but it's 2030. It's world 2030. We're going to have a world government and a world outlook. So everybody is pressing right now to get land, because after that date, anytime you take over another country, every country on the planet is something 2030. It's a world government 2030 that decided after 2030 you can no longer take somebody's land. Meaning United States, China. It's something 2030. Not Trump.
I know what you're talking about.
I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot it, y'all. My bad. But it's
Project 2030 or some shit.
Yes, and basically it's saying the incursion of land will stop after 2030. So I'm seeing a lot of people pushing to get land, because after that date you can no longer do it.
Oh, okay. The UN has got the 2030 agenda.
Yeah, there you go. UN 2030.
Agenda 2030.
Yes, that's what it is.
So it says Agenda 2030 is a UN initiative. They are behind the LEAP project, a 9,000-acre, 15-minute city that has already broken ground in Lebanon, India.
Mouse, you want to keep acting like you don't see that right there, Mouse?
That's so fucking hilarious. Boy, if you had a bean bag as a damn mouse, that would be hilarious.
A bean bag as a mouse.
Matthew probably did it. Matthew figured out the key, y'all. He can knock
You
it
got a
off.
Volkswagen Beetle as a mouse.
No, my tongue hurts.
Yes, they have, bro. Yes, they have. And I've been the only one championing Canada is struggling so bad that they have to team up with China and Russia. I'm the only one that's been like, they are so poor over there in Canada right now. Like, it's a line to get out of Canada. Like, it is horrible in Canada.
I was watching it.
Why are we pretending like they're not broke in Russia too? Russia's broke.
They're not broke.
They're
This
not
war on
broke.
Ukraine is
They're not broke.
ass.
They are not broke.
No. Oh.
They really aren't.
Yeah.
But it says the 2030 agenda officially aimed at ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring prosperity, peace, and partnership, covering issues like poverty, hunger, health, education, climate action, and equality, balancing economic, social, and environmental aspects to leave no one behind.
Environmental.
But it can't be that fucking wholesome. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I'm going to look.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
I've
this
been
one of the
researching it.
things that he said you'll own nothing and be happy?
I don't know, but I've been looking at it.
Socialism, fun.
See, they talk about their goals, but they don't talk about how they're planning to achieve it. I know like the 15-minute cities are a part of all that. And let me see. Let me do it in 15-minute cities. Like, oh,
Not really. Well, let be honest. Trump tariffs has weakened the UN.
Yeah.
So I don't understand where their power is. He has the power. And the other opposite power of him is Russia and China. I don't get it. You see, so when I say, is this something coming? Yeah, because the world gonna break. The world gonna break pretty soon.
Because
they
UN
have to.
won't let none of the little kids sit at the cool kid table, basically.
Let's see.
I just can't see Europe living like this. I can't see half of the Middle East living like this. I can't see South America living like. Something gonna happen.
Yeah,
let me see.
It's gotta give.
Yeah, we're in the pit house, y'all. We ain't the peasants down. You know, Canada is them peasants down there, North Korea. But sooner or later, the peasants gonna look up at us, and we throwing chicken bones at their head. They gonna want to eat. We throwing chicken bones at their head, people. Meaning we living good and great, but we look outside that window, and it ain't so hot over there in Venezuela, is it?
Nope. So I'm going to put another link in back chat. I'm not listening to this because if I play it, it's gonna mess with y'all talking, right? So this is a video. It's about 5 minutes long. It's about Agenda 21/2030, and I've seen a lot of people say this, like Agenda 21. Which, if you haven't read that book, you should go read the book. But they just basically renamed it 2030.
Plan that was agreed to by 179 nations. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. It is the inventory and control plan. Inventory and control of all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all food, all energy, all information, and all human beings in the world. And this is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations back in 1992. It's a United Nations plan. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. And so many of us around the world think that, sustainable development, it just sounds so great. Isn't it about recycling and creative reuse and creating energy and food resources for everyone? And the answer is no, it really is not. It's about moving populations into city centers, concentrated city centers, and clearing them out of the rural areas. All systems have to be brought into harmony in order to control them all. Because when systems don't meet, when they're out of balance or not in sync with one another, they can't be controlled centrally. And the goal of Agenda 21 is one world government and total control from a central unit. Every nation that signed on to Agenda 21 has its local Agenda 21 plan. People in the United States are completely unaware of this. If I go out and talk about this, the United States press attacks me and calls me, which is totally ridiculous. It is but it's not a theory. It's a fact. The three pillars of United Nations Agenda 21 are economy, ecology, and equity, the three E's. And everyone's sort of thinks that they know what that means, the idea of social equity. It must mean that, well, everyone's going to have access to clean water and clean air, and no one's property is going to be used as a dumping ground because they are at a poverty level. But really what social equity is about impoverishing huge portions of the population and bringing down the developed nations. Everything that we're looking at now is destined to collapse our economies. It's a totalitarian state being developed right now all over the world. And what major corporations want in this development is to be able to have full movement of workers without borders or boundaries, to be able to move their goods through without regulations, and to reduce wages. And so this is the goal. So this is what you find with social equity. And of course, economy and ecology is about, these are the three circles: economy, ecology, and social equity. And where they meet in the center is balance. But really that balance is a communitarian balance. So it's not balance of well-being of the people. What it is it's a balance for corporations so that they can exploit and control and have populations in an area, in tightly packed, dense areas, so that they can be surveilled and managed. And this is what that balance looks like as far as the development of a totalitarian state is. The mainstream media is owned by 5 major corporations, and you're not going to get this information from the mainstream press. So you need to be your own press. You need to educate yourself. You need to get out there and educate your neighbors, your community, your real community. You need to help your children understand that they're being indoctrinated from pre-kindergarten to postgraduate school. All of us have a responsibility to ourselves and to others. This is true community, to work for personal freedom. And always remember that even though we work as a group, if we do work as a group, we're all individuals in those groups, and we answer only to ourselves. And this is essential. It's essential as free human beings. This is what we are. We are free, and we need to continue to be free. And I do believe that we will win, but we have to become aware that there is a fight, and then make our friends and our neighbors and our community aware as well, and work together.
Wow.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
We all gonna
92?
die.
No, it's socialism is what it ends up being.
So y'all remember me telling y'all, like, I got an issue with mainstream media because basically they're given a script and they're supposed to help with the narrative, right?
Yeah.
I just put a link in back chat, and this, in my opinion, is a perfect way to show y'all what I'm talking about. Because this kind of ties in with this, because, you know, like Biden was talking about making it where everybody has to own a electric vehicle by the year 2030, right? Mm-hmm. Why the year 2030? Because when I'm looking at an Agenda 2030, it sounds like we're playing a part, because if you have an electric vehicle, it can be disabled like that. I mean, I understand a lot of vehicles, they can turn them off. They can use an EMP or whatever. But if everybody's driving electric vehicles, it's been proven that they can.
Yeah, they have more control.
They have more control. So
okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know, but this is what they told us, FBI, CIA, because oil can be used as a threat, so you have to have an alternative, because oil can trigger United States economy, which national security deems a security threat. Anything that controls anything inside the United States, I don't care if it's technology or oil, if that can control United States, they will deem it a security threat. I'm just saying that's how they looked at it.
Okay, but still, you got Tesla vehicles that are blowing up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's problems with both of them. Let's not even get started on the lithium mines and what that does to the environment. I mean, they both have their pros and cons, right? And yeah, Rogue Trump did he supposedly get rid of that, but you know, if he can get rid of it, another president coming in afterwards can bring it back. So I mean, but look at this. This shows you what mainstream media is doing, and you cannot fucking tell me that their individual writers came up with the same exact thing for every single person you see on the screen.
Oh, jeez.
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is 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 extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Extremely dangerous to our democracy.
We don't live in a democracy.
Okay. Here's my question. Here's my question. When I started, where do you start your truth? If media is gone, like dead, where do you find your truth to start the conversation? Even let's say you want a conversation between taxes, you got a Republican. Where do you find your truth?
Well, for me right now, I think that news and understanding that people lie and individuals. I mean, it seems like humanity as a whole has been trained to take a grain of truth and put your own spin on it. We've seen it happen on YouTube. We've seen it happen like all over the place, right? There's like, you know, it's everybody spins shit and adds their own little crap to it. It seems like, which is fucking sad. But for me personally, I have friends from all over the world, and I've been able to call them and say, "Hey, I just saw this in the news. Is it true?" And 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Absolutely not. What the fuck are they even doing over the United States? They don't know what they're talking about, you know." And then X, you know, us individual citizens of our countries, most countries, obviously with a few different, they can post their videos that they're seeing. Like, look at how many angles we had for Renee Good. Those posted on X from people. You know, we weren't relying on, you know, a he said, she said, or cops versus Renee Good or versus the whatever. I mean, we were able to see a bunch of different angles because of the citizens that were recording.
In fact, the media was only playing bits and pieces of the actual videos that the witnesses got.
Right. But then when you go to somewhere like X, you can find the whole video.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking for. So to start the conversation on where to get your information from, as crazy as it sounds, and having said everything that I've ever said about how nut job people are, and you know, they lie and they manipulate and all this kind of shit, I trust X more than I trust a lot of things. As far like, I do have zero faith in mainstream media at all, period. And so I think that we, the people, need to inform others. And you're going to have crazy people in there, but if you keep researching, you're going to find the truth, or as close to it as you can get.
How long have you been on X?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Can I figure that out?
Were you a member when it was Twitter?
Yes. It says that I joined March of 2019.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So that was before. Do you see a difference in the things you're allowed to see on X now that?
100%.
Oh, cool.
100%. It is.
Go Elon.
Up until the last couple of days. the last couple of days, I've seen some funky shit going on, and Rogue commented on it earlier, and I've been commenting on it. Like, my algorithms changed. Like yesterday when we were live, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's radio silence. There's nothing about Minneapolis, about ICE, there's nothing happening. And it kind of like, gave me a little pit in my stomach. Like, why is it gone so quiet? Makes me feel like something's happening that they don't want us to see. And that was first. That was a first for me, that I couldn't find anything, even searching. I couldn't find any posts from the last 12 hours. And I'm talking about yesterday, about anything that happened the night before.
That is true. I'm surprised they caught up. I'm not for sure, but according to politics, research is ICE funding up at the end of this month.
ICE what?
They're funding.
What do you mean funding?
They're funding. Just do a research right quick.
Who's paying them?
What? They're re-upping their funding?
I think they have to. From what somebody said, is they are doing this all wrong because ICE funding in Minnesota is up in a few days.
Oh, so it's ending. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so they need to go to their congressman and say defund ICE. And I think this is the new thing that they're recalculating. I'm just surprised it caught up this quick. That's crazy. Am I right? Am I close?
No, I'm getting that the big beautiful bill funded
ICE.
It took care of the budget, because that was part of the government shutdown, was fixing the budget, but the budget was supposed to have been done for ICE.
And this is part of it. I'm just saying, this is behind the scenes. They're finna go after the senators in this and tell them to defund,
While the major funding is in place, Congress is currently debating the annual Homeland Security.
There you go, right there.
With lawmakers pushing for restrictions on ICE, like arrests near sensitive locations, before approving more funds.
Yep. They're going after the funding. I'm telling you, it's what you said. This is a dick swinging contest. They're just going law, people, military. Now they're going law.
Ugh.
Yep.
So did y'all hear about the biosafety breach at one of the most dangerous biolabs in our country?
Probably.
And I call bullshit. They on some of it, not that there is a breach or whatever, but they're saying White Coat Waste just uncovered a massive biosafety breach at one of the most dangerous biolabs in the country. 2 months ago, they quietly admitted that a deadly pathogen was released, lost, or stolen from its Rocky Mountain lab in Montana. Okay. It says the Rocky Mountain lab is an NIH-funded bioagent lab that participates in dangerous animal experiments with the military. White Coat Waste just broke down the shocking news. We can watch the video. I can put the link in back chat, but this guy did an interview with a lady, and it says the American Journal. So I don't know who that is, but I just put it in back chat and you can play it. But 2 months ago, they can't tell you if it was released, lost, or stolen. And we're talking about the shit that they're saying that it could be is like ricin, anthrax, Ebola, and
it's true. I heard it was an inquiry, not a breach.
See, but I don't know. They're saying it was a breach now.
We recently, last week, exposed how Jay Bhattacharya, NIH director, just gave another $2 million to a new bat lab being built at Colorado State University to provide animals for infection studies, both at Colorado State and, as you mentioned, the Rocky Mountain Lab. Now, the Rocky Mountain Laboratory in Montana is run by Fauci's former NIH division, the National Institutes for Allergy and Infectious Diseases, and it's very infamous. Rocky Mountain Lab is where ticks were weaponized with NIH and DOD to spread Lyme and other diseases.
Can you pause it?
In the 50s and 60s.
Did you hear what he just said?
Wow, to weaponize Lyme's disease.
Yeah, to spread it. Yeah.
Which, when you start showing signs of Lyme disease and you go to the doctor, you have to fight them to get you to test for Lyme disease. They will diagnose you with 15 other freaking things and try to put you on all this big pharma medication, and you got Lyme disease. Now we find out that they were weaponizing ticks to spread Lyme disease.
When was this?
This was posted
because I have a different one in 2025, and I think this story is crossing both stories. I just wanted to make sure.
It might be. I mean, this is recent because it said we
Okay.
what we just
January
uncovered.
the 20th of 26. So it was yesterday.
When that's when
Okay.
it was posted, but I don't
Yeah.
know when this interview actually happened.
Because what's in
Right.
chat happened in Maryland.
Temporarily shut down.
Same place, same shit. That's what I'm
Same
saying.
company.
Yeah, same shit.
Hey, Outlaw.
That's scary as hell.
Yeah, I
So-
just wanted to make sure both was. No, there you go. I'm bad.
So now we got multiple places that are fucking up, is what we're saying, right?
Scary than a mother.
Okay, so go. I just wanted y'all to make sure you heard what he said. They weaponized ticks to spread Lyme disease.
NIH and DOD to spread Lyme and other diseases back in the 50s and 60s. More recently, White Coat Waste exposed how a couple years prior to the pandemic, the Rocky Mountain Laboratory was cloning coronaviruses that Peter Daszak and the Wuhan lab were finding out in bat caves in Wuhan. They were cloning those viruses at Rocky Mountain Laboratory. And then these are the same viruses that the Wuhan lab was doing gain of function with and putting spike proteins in around the same
That's not
time.
true.
So Rocky Mountain Lab, very sordid history, doing the most dangerous experiments in the country: Ebola, plague, anthrax, lots of different hemorrhagic fevers that have no cure and have 90 to 95% kill rates in people. So we've been following the money of the Rocky Mountain Lab because this new Colorado State Bat Lab is going to be supplying bats to this facility. Now, what we just uncovered is that in November 2025, so just a couple months ago, quietly, the NIH posted a biosafety report from Rocky Mountain Lab indicating that a select agent, now select agents are very deadly pathogens that are serious health concerns for both humans and livestock. These are things that are used as bioweapons and can be used as bioweapons. Things like ricin, anthrax, Ebola, tularemia. And the Rocky Mountain Lab's report just has a very benign item, if you didn't know what you were looking for, that says in November, in the middle of November, one of these pathogens was either accidentally released, lost, or stolen from this NIH-funded bioagent lab that participates in dangerous animal experiments with the military. So we don't know exactly what that agent was and what happened, but we do know that there was a serious biosafety breach at one of the most dangerous biolabs in the country that's run by the NIH. And we only know about this because we stumbled upon this document when we were digging into what's currently happening at the Rocky Mountain Lab because of its tie to this very controversial bat lab project at Colorado State.
Okay, so then the next link that I put in back chat, it's actually been verified, but it says the World Economic Forum has admitted that the COVID-19 pandemic served as a test of the public's willingness to comply with their vision for the planet. And it says there have been significant developments in the last 5 to 7 years on social, environmental, and technology fronts that could help realize, quote unquote, my carbon initiatives for shaping the future towards a smart and sustainable city. Specifically, to mention 3 developments in this context. Number 1, COVID-19 was the test of social responsibility. A huge number of unimaginable restrictions for public health were adopted by billions of citizens across the world. There were numerous examples globally of maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, mass vaccinations, and acceptance of contact tracing applications for public health, which demonstrated the core of individual social responsibility.
They got us good.
Ain't gonna happen again.
Now but y'all look at it backwards, not forwards. Don't look at how many people took it. The people that didn't take it, that's the one that they will be targeting next time.
Of course.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Now they know, okay, if I do this, this population I need to target this. I'm just look at it like that.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. And it's fucked. It's fucked. And they were talking about how much money they put into this, how long they planned it, like all this, and people just fell for it. It was crazy. To me, it seems crazy. And I still see people going around in stores. I saw a whole family in Walmart yesterday, and all of them were wearing masks and plastic gloves. I'm like, these people are scared.
So are you saying we were living in a world that was overpopulated and C-19 took out the older generation, and we are in a global war with a draft about to happen, and they're about to take out our younger generation? Like they done thinned the herd to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
It really is. It really is crazy. There was something else I wanted to show y'all. I'm looking.
I ain't talking about this. Them people mean.
I'm
a virgin, y'all. I ain't been touched.
And I'm Mother Teresa. Come on. Let's see. This is supposedly the second congressperson that has. Remember the other day we were talking about how the banks are. I put a link in back chat. There's the banks are, the Bank of England specifically was the first one. It's like, we got to get ready for financial collapse because they're about to tell everybody aliens are real. Now this is the second congressperson that's come forward, and this is what she says about it.
To people at home, what that might mean.
Let's start over.
Okay.
You're on the record talking about, quote, non-human life forms that could be interdimensional beings who are visiting us. Can you just explain more to people at home what that might mean?
Yeah, so that's definitely a mouthful, but that is directly based on information that we've received from witnesses, also information that we have obtained and witnessed via our investigations. There's some stuff that I can't disclose of what I have immediately seen in some of these skiffs, but what I will tell you is this is not just some crazy conspiracy theory. Obviously, there's been massive reporting, not just in the United States, but around the world. And this is something that I think everyone kind of, has always had some curiosity about. We're just simply asking the questions.
You're on the record talking about, quote, non-human life forms that could be interdimensional.
All right, here's what I don't like. I don't like when conspiracy theories are spoken of. They always get to refer to them as, this isn't just some crazy. Come on.
Exactly.
They always have to emphasize that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
It's pretty nuts. And this one here, okay, this is a retired Air Force colonel. And Army vet, maybe you can explain to me. I'm putting another link in back chat. Once you're out of the military, aren't they going to do something to you if you start revealing secrets that you had knowledge of because of your security clearance?
Then why do the job?
What
You
do
see
you
what I'm saying? In order to get the job, you have had to either known somebody or somebody. So, but if everybody in your job simply disappears, I don't think you would want that job anymore.
So they don't do anything to these retired military or CIA or 3-letter agency people that come out,
It's the crazy
retire,
person.
and pull a
It's
whistle.
it's the crazy person on the corner that I tell Mouse about. You can go out there and yell all you want to about what you know. You might be considered that crazy dude on the corner because you can say what you know, but you can't prove it unless you still have access. And if you still have access, then that means you're going to jail. So what are you going to do?
So they just make all these retired whistleblowers out to be crazy.
What do you do?
Well,
Like
that's what
how do you prove it?
That's what I'm saying though. Like if I had gone through a job, military or otherwise, where I had top secret clearance. I know there's clearances above top secret, right? But I'm just saying top secret because everybody knows that one. If I had top secret clearance, obviously you're not allowed to talk about it. It's top secret for a reason. And then I do my time and I get out and then I start blowing the whistle on all the shit they don't want people to know about. How are you safe? Like, can't they call you back in and like?
Yeah, no, and yes. Yes, what you're saying is yes. That's why the most lethal threat United States have is the veterans, because if you mess with one, that phone get called, and that's why you never see Congress, and because we know your secrets and we know how to get them out, and so it's certain you don't mess with them.
I'll ask it like this. Once you are retired, whether or not you stay contractable or not, do you get to keep your clearance after you retire?
Up to a certain point and up to your rhetoric.
But I would think that they would step in and snatch your ass up if you start. I mean, like I would think there would be some sort of.
You're a civilian.
Right. But I would think like you would have like their version of an NDA. Like you can never talk about.
Yeah, your clearance is still up for grabs. They can take your clearance.
I'm not talking about clearance. I'm talking about
that's how you know.
When you retire and you leave that job that you had that clearance for, your clearance in my mind, my very simple mind, would end, right? And I would think if I were running shit, and I wouldn't, but if I was, I would say, okay, now you have to sign off on this piece of paper that you will never, ever reveal anything that you knew while you had this top secret clearance.
Yeah,
and if you do, you are fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
But they don't do that, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So, and then how are these people getting away with it?
Because they probably didn't sign it and say they did. It's dependent on their job. Everybody says it, but no. Like, if you know, you can just track somebody's record. Like, you can look on my bio, and I'm telling you exactly when, where, what, how, it, in, and so you know where I was, when this, so you know. Most people ain't gonna do that because it exposes you. I mean, I can talk that real shit, but now, if I'm talking that real shit, now the enemy knows what. So you kind of it's almost I'm checking myself. I'm putting my family and what I love, because without that, then I'll be like, yeah, believe me, this shit is fake. This shit is fake. But then I'm letting other people know. And remember now, they don't want me. They want what the fuck is in my head. Pause.
Exactly. Right.
Excellent.
Pause. Yeah. Yeah. But also remember, a lot of people doing this don't have families and not this. This is something I used to do that I have access to. If I was to do this 24 hours a day, I would have to completely separate from my family. And that shit ain't worth it.
No. Okay, so there's a video on here, and this is about this may be the biggest UFO bombshell of 2026. His credentials are sterling, and he's convinced there is a paper trail to prove his claim.
I've seen. Look, okay.
Where's Matthew?
Ain't nobody here. Look, y'all. NASA has discovered a new propulsion drive. It's not, and I brought it up to Mouse, but it's a new propulsion drive. Do y'all remember last year y'all seen things in the sky and it was a tornado and it was a black box that was hovering and it was like, how is this black box hovering in the middle of a damn United States have created a new propulsion drive. The next year in December, in New York, y'all was seeing lights in the sky that was moving different. That was the propulsion drive of a new drone. Now you've seen all of that happen in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just seeing real-time tech going live. Think about how StreamYard was when we first got it. Think how it is right now. And that was a year.
I'm having deja vu. Didn't you say this yesterday?
Mm-hmm. And people need to understand this world is moving so fast.
It is. It really is.
In the world that we're living in, who has become the threat? We have. Us.
I remember when I was a very young child. I think I was in like, I don't know, the first or second grade. And we went to the library. We were going to check out our little books and go and sit on the rug with our pillows and read our books. And I got this book on animals because I love animals. And I'm reading through this book and it's, talking about the lions and the tigers and the bears and the whales and the this and the that and the honey badgers, blah, blah. And at the very end, and it would say, so what animal is the most dangerous animal on the planet Earth? And why it's the random weird shit that burns into your brain as a child that you never forget. And so, it's like, well, which one do you think it is? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I think it's whatever, lions, or I don't know what I said. Somebody else said something. Somebody else said something. And we turned the page and it said humans and it had a picture of a man and a woman.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my quote. The most dangerous animal on this planet is an emotional man. That's always been my quote.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty crazy. But this video supposedly has something to do with aliens, and this guy, I guess, has some history, and they said he's dropping some truth bombs. And I haven't listened to it yet because I wanted to listen to it with y'all first.
Go back.
My name is Fred Clausen. I'm a retired U.S. Air Force bird colonel and fighter pilot. I have more than 4,000 hours of flying time in the F-15, the F-4, and I flew combat missions in the F-105 during the Vietnam conflict. I was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross twice and held a top secret SCI clearance. While flying the F-15, I intercepted a UFO. I took gun camera film, which was immediately confiscated. But that's another story for another time. Today, I am speaking on another matter, a matter that requires world attention. According to several Brazilian authorities, including air traffic controller Marcos Ferreira, on or about the 20th of January, 1996, a U.S. Air Force cargo plane, most likely a C-17, took off from a base in the U.S. and it flew secretly into Brazilian airspace without flight clearance from Brazilian government, and it landed at Viracopos Airport in Campinas. While at Campinas, witnesses talked of it loading an unusual cargo, then departing to an unknown location in the United States. If true, I am certain that 30 to 40 Americans had direct knowledge of this flight and its purpose. I will now walk you through a potential paper trail this mission could have left behind. In order to secure a cargo plane, a specific protocol must be adhered to. The tasking would be sent to Air Mobility Command at Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, who has command authority over all U.S. Air Force cargo aircraft and refueling tankers. The paper trail has begun. Air Mobility Command transmits a mission order to the Air Mobility Wing at Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina. Another paper trail. At Charleston, a crew is selected for the mission and a C-17 cargo aircraft is made ready. The distance from Charleston to Campinas, Brazil is roughly 4,500 miles. The unrefueled range of a C-17 is about 2,500 miles. Therefore, air refueling by KC-135 would be required. More people in the know and another paper trail. An international flight plan to Brazil is required, even if the mission is classified. Paper trail. On board the C-17 is a minimum crew of a pilot, co-pilot, and loadmaster. But due to the nature of the mission, probably more. Maybe CIA and a general officer. The C-17 lands at Campinas and must be refueled. Who pays for the fuel? And where's the receipt? Before departing Campinas, another international flight plan must be filed. Again, more paper trail. The C-17 flies back to the United States with tanker support and lands at an undisclosed location. As you can see from this possible scenario, I estimate that at least 30 to 40 Americans have direct knowledge of this mission. So here's my plea today. If you were a participant and have knowledge of the mission, come forward.
So what do y'all think about that?
I believe it.
Hey, Lone Star.
I don't know. I don't know why anybody wouldn't.
Hey, Toaster. There's just too much shit that they've been,
They say that, but I'm coming forward. You don't know the consequences, and that's what scares people.
Right. Better be anonymous.
Once you let that cat out of the bag, you can't put it back in.
Hold on. Breaking news. The United States Pentagon has officially ordered active duty military police in North Carolina to prepare for possible deployment to Minneapolis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I think we're up to the I'm going to get my uncle part.
Uh-huh. Might be my daddy.
Yeah, I think, you're right. It might be the daddy. I'm going to get my daddy.
Grok says, based on multiple reports, the Pentagon has ordered about 1,500 active duty troops, including military police from North Carolina, to prepare for potential deployment in Minneapolis amid escalating anti-ICE protests following a shooting incident. This follows similar orders for Alaska units. No official confirmation on defense.gov yet. Sources cite anonymous officials and possible Insurrection Act use. Stay tuned for updates.
Wow.
Well, shit's about.
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So,
but there were folks who will
that's what, I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay. That's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I ask that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. Yeah. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What do you think of this?
I do not agree with them going in that church at all.
I don't either. At all.
100% crossing a line you should not fucking cross. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you're an atheist, a Catholic, a Baptist, a Pentecostal person, Muslim. I don't care. You do not go into people's places of worship and pull bullshit like that. You don't do it. That is like the ultimate.
Open the door. Oh my God. Drive. Oh my God. Just drive. Stop. Wait, let them go. Let them go. Hey, pull over. Hey, leave it. Get out of here. Leave it up. No. Y'all just let him leave. It's not working. Hey. You don't know him.
Whoa.
Let him out.
Okay, so about this here, the two women that were in that car's front seat, they did a TikTok or whatever on some fucking platform. They put out a post when they're still sitting in the car. They said that Jake ran up to their car and like jumped in it and was like, go, they're trying to kill me or whatever. And then all this protesters surrounded their vehicles. They had no idea what the hell was going on. They just saw a man that was in the back seat that was bleeding and hurt. So they end up taking off, right? And the protesters broke a taillight, damaged the car when they were surrounding it, whatever. They drove about a block away or around the block or something like that when they realized that he was not one of the protesters protesting against ICE, that he was actually supporting ICE. They kicked him out of the vehicle. And then they went and posted this on social media and like, we absolutely do not support ICE. We would not have helped him, essentially, is what they said, if we knew who he was or what he represented, yada, yada, yada. He just jumped in our car. We didn't know who he was. And now that we know, we're putting this out, like, we do not support him. We do not support ICE. We do not blah, 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 blah. So, and the female that was in the passenger seat is actually a trans person. So it was a man in the front seat and a woman driving. But that was, and that, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, they didn't help him out of the goodness of their heart. They did not know what the situation was. And as soon as they figured out who he was and what happened, they made him get out. In my opinion, they didn't even give him safe distance. If they just went to the next block or made the block, because I don't remember exactly what they said. I want to say they made the block and dropped him off on the other side of the block where the protesters were. I mean, like, can't you just drive him a couple of miles down the road and drop him off? I mean, you're essentially leaving him
and drop him off. I mean, seriously.
Something. I mean, but it's just like you saw that he was hurt and bleeding, and you were going to help him before you figured out what he believed in.
Dang.
It's fucked up.
That's sick.
Did you see the video of the autistic child they were terrorizing? That child was born here. I don't know what you're talking about, Toaster.
I hadn't heard that one.
Mm-mm.
I know they're crying about.
This is insane.
Oh my God, are you serious? The Handmaid's Tale?
I saw that.
It's unbelievable. For miles. Like, the amount of people that showed up today, unbelievable.
When is this from?
This doesn't give it any justice.
Yesterday.
Wow. And that's the shit that was not showing up on my feed.
His mother made me than a virgin, nursed and a servant.
Yeah, I could have gone without that one right there.
So stupid.
That was so dumb, man. Oh, man.
Y'all heard? I heard yesterday that ICE is turning the tables on them in Minnesota, and you know the group that follows them, and you know the vehicles. They were taking license plate number, or they have been recording license plate numbers of these protesters that are following them. So when they get off after them, they drive them right back to their own house.
Mm-hmm. So stupid. So, Matthew, you might want to look up Willowbrook, California. It says crowds are gathering in Willowbrook, all one word, California. Border Patrol shooting south of Los Angeles.
Old Newsom wants in the news with old tampon.
News that this investigation now underway into a shooting involving a federal agent during an immigration enforcement operation. Once again, this all taking place in Los Angeles County. This happened just a bit earlier this morning as we are getting these two live feeds that are coming into our newsroom here. If you are just tuning in, we're learning this breaking news that this investigation now underway.
Smuggling operation has 2 prior arrests for inflicting injury on a spouse or cohabitant. An immigration judge issued him a final order of removal back in 2019, Paul. And it goes on to read this. This is a statement provided to us by Tricia McLaughlin from DHS. In a dangerous attempt to evade arrest, this criminal illegal alien weaponized his vehicle and rammed law enforcement. Fearing for his life and safety, an agent fired defensive shots. The criminal illegal alien was not hit and attempted to flee on foot. He was successfully apprehended by law enforcement. The illegal alien was not injured, but a CBP officer was injured. These dangerous attempts to evade arrest have surged since sanctuary politicians, including Governor Newsom, have encouraged illegal aliens to evade arrest and provided guides advising illegal aliens how to recognize ICE, block entry, and defy arrest. As we well know, our officers are now facing a 3,200 El Salvador who's involved in a human smuggling.
Wow.
Breaking news. This is in Willowbrook. The scene of an officer-involved shooting during an ICE operation. Rich Prickett overhead in Sky 5 HD. Rich, good morning.
Frank, good morning. According to authorities, it was around 7:20 this morning when that ICE operation was
Hey,
going
Jackie.
down here in Willowbrook. This is 126th Street near Mona, where you can see federal officers are here. There's a crime scene set up. Now, during that operation, there was a brief pursuit with a suspect. We see a silver sedan here with the doors open and possibly a shattered rear window there. There was an officer involved shooting, or at least an officer, a federal officer had discharged his weapon. Now we're hearing nobody was struck. The suspect has been taken into custody. There was no ambulance that was required. So we believe that that person was not struck by gunfire, but they may have fired into the vehicle. We're still awaiting more information. The investigation just now underway. The Sheriff's Department has the street shut down. However, they were not involved in the operation itself. You can see some of the federal agents that are here within the perimeter. We'll keep you updated on this, but an ICE operation happening here in Willowbrook at about 7:30 this morning. Live in Sky 5 and Richmond.
Damn. Well, it sounds like nobody was hurt.
God, you got to get up early to be a protester too. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Right?
Okay, so I will show you. I'm going to put a link in back chat for Toaster. It's Toaster. Okay, so this
ain't it, but
An American teenager was taken by ICE agents right outside his own home, even after he calmly told them he could go inside and retrieve his ID to prove who he was. You heard that right. Not at the border, right in front of a residential house. In the video, the teen stays calm. He repeatedly explains that his identification is inside the home, just a few steps away. The agents refuse. They make it clear they are not going to verify his identity on the spot. Instead, they say, we'll confirm it at headquarters. Moments later, the teenager is forced into an ICE vehicle. No warrant is shown, no specific charges are explained, no emergency or immediate threat is cited. And here's the most alarming part. He is a minor. As of now, ICE has not provided an official explanation for the video. But in Minneapolis, the incident has reignited public outrage over the limits of law enforcement power. If the government can detain someone first and figure out who they are later based only on suspicion, then this is no longer just about immigration enforcement.
You ain't lying.
So I'm going to put another link in the back chat that is a good follow-up to this one. And it's not going to make me popular, but I'm just trying to show you there's a narrative that they're following, because remember, they want us to stay pissed off, right? So you have to.
She was in the car with her boyfriend who was here illegally. They were stopped. She refused to comply with ICE officers or give any identification. She was briefly detained, and then once she gave identification and they were able to confirm who she was, they released her immediately. Next.
This morning, a GMA exclusive, the 19-year-old college student detained by ICE while trying to visit her family for Thanksgiving, then deported against a judge's order, now speaking out.
It's been hard. She's had an active deportation order against her since 2015. She has evaded law enforcement by ignoring appeals processes, and DHS emphasized that she received full and due process back then, but chose to stay undocumented. Next.
ICE agents held their 5-year-old daughter outside their home to get her father to surrender.
Her dad was in the country illegally and had charges against him like strangulation and domestic abuse. He was evading officers, went to go run and hide in the woods, and left his daughter, totally abandoned her. ICE officers just wanted to make sure that she was okay and safe, as she was an abandoned child. We cannot hate the mainstream media enough. I am not being dramatic when I tell you that every single story like this that you see that the news reports on, there's always more to the story. They will headline something. They will try to push a narrative that is objectively false. That is omitting key pieces of information for the public to know. 10 out of 10 times, without fail, every single anti-ICE video that you see, anti-ICE story that you see, is omitting key details. They are not telling you the truth. They're trying to push a narrative to spread fear, because the Democrats have to have these votes in order to win. It's their voter base. ICE is doing an incredible job. They're making our country safer. They're ensuring better quality lives for all citizens. They're protecting American citizens first. That's what a country should do. That's what officers should do. Prioritize the safety of its citizens. This smear campaign against them, it's wrong. It's a lie. It's all a lie. Don't fall for it.
Now, she may be going really hard there towards the end, because I don't think that ICE is perfect. I don't think that any law enforcement agency is perfect. There's going to be assholes in every group, right? But when she went and dug the facts out of those 3 cases that she went over, they didn't detain the first lady because they thought she was illegal or any other reason other than she wouldn't provide her identification, and she was with an illegal alien that was wanted. The 5-year-old, the dad ran off in the woods and left the 5-year-old alone. So I put her in the car and was holding her, because what the fuck else are you supposed to do with the
Right.
5-year-old?
Yeah, you can't just walk off and leave her.
if they didn't do anything with her and they just let her wander and something happened, everybody'd be calling for their heads, you know? So, I mean, there's always more to the story. There's a grain of truth in all of this stuff, but they code it with shit and spin it to fit their narrative. Both sides do it. Both sides.
Shit.
Lone Star said, y'all want to talk about a current event that is insane? I'm officially off work until after the storm everywhere I haul to is preparing to be without power and closing.
Yeah.
And Lone Star. Or Lone Star, I know where you're at. Are y'all worried about power outages? I mean, like, are they getting y'all ready for it? Because I just found out a little while ago on this stream that Governor Abbott has put in a state of emergency. Is it for your area?
It's almost like they're guaranteeing you it's going to happen.
Well, I mean, when we provide power to, I think it's 9 states, and they prioritize their power over us when we're freezing to death, you know, that's a problem. How about you come up with your own fucking power grid? Or how about if we're having a hard freeze that we're not used to, and we're losing power and people are dying in their sleep of cold. We're losing kids, animals. People aren't able to cook, eat, or stay warm. Maybe the energy we produce needs to be directed towards those that need it right now.
And it can probably do without charging all those electrical cars on the grid.
Mm-hmm. And the people with the electrical vehicles, they were screaming memes about not being able to charge their vehicles. They were blaming the local government, you know, the mayor, the whatever, the governor, everything out there. And it's like, you're the one that went out and bought an electric vehicle knowing we have power outages. What did you expect? She said to have a generator and space heaters for it, but not everyone does. There's a lot of people not that blessed. The last time we had 19 die here. Girl, same. I don't know it was 19, but we had lots. We were having old people found in their RVs, cuddled up in their bed. They fucking froze to death trying to stay warm. And don't get me started on the smell after the freeze finally lifted and went back to normal temperatures, and you could smell death everywhere. And it was the animals.
Well, I tell people out there, if it is possible that you may lose power through this storm, today and tomorrow are the days to get prepared. Fill up some jugs with water and set them aside. Make sure
Candles.
make sure you've got some sort of light and heat that doesn't require electricity. There's kerosene, there's wood burning, you can check YouTube. There is some quick fixes for.
And for the love of God, do not put your generator inside your home.
Absolutely. And go ahead and start taping off or plasticking off the windows that, you know, have breezes. You know, get all the air cut off for it ahead of time so you're not stuck doing it while it's cold.
I'm doing that tonight, actually.
And, you know, not only that, but you have to think about it. A lot of people, I can barbecue. Does your barbecue pit plug in? Do you have one of those new fancy pellet grills? Because let me tell you, you don't have any power. You don't have a fucking grill. So we need to get some charcoal or wood burning barbecue pits. You know, even if you get one like Matthew has, it doesn't have to be big and fancy or any of that other shit. You can buy them at Walmart. You know, they're on sale right now because of the season, and you can get them.
Right.
You know, so there's ways to do it. But you have to be smart about it. And PSA, if you have outdoor animals like goats, chickens, pigs, things like that, and you're fixing to be in this freezing shit, you should already know. I shouldn't have to tell you.
Right.
Go get your hay now, because the hay is going to run out, and some of these animals, you know, having hay to lay on and make nest out of are the only ways that they can stay warm enough.
Yeah, make sure the barns are open. Like all the farm things.
I'm making a Tractor Supply run today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to go here pretty quick because I have a pig that I've had for, 15 years now. Sits and stays, and She's house trained, although she don't come in the house anymore because she's too fucking big. But she's like a dog, and she's smart as hell. And I go get her 2 big bales of hay, not the round bales, but square bales. And she knows it. Like, she's already barking at me this morning, like, dude, where's my hay? I mean, I swear she knows it's coming because she only does that when a cold front's coming. And she will flat out let me know, like, bitch, you better get to Tractor Supply. And I do. I do. I go get it, and she makes her nest. And when you walk outside in the morning to make sure, you know, her water's not frozen, and, you know, feed her and give her all of her stuff because she's spoiled as hell.
Right.
I'm like, Squally, are you in there? And you hear, and then he starts moving, and then all of a sudden you see a snout, and she's like, hey, mama.
That's so cute.
She's adorable.
Make sure that, of course, you've got your milk sandwiches, you know, milk and bread. Make sure you
That's a northern thing, man.
Like, milk, I always wondered, like, why just milk and bread? Like, you know, you need shit with the bread. Why just milk and bread?
Right.
But yeah, make sure you've got at least 2 or 3 dinners that don't need, you know, a microwave or an oven, just in case.
And you can prepare like dried pinto beans and rice. You don't have to have the boiling water. It takes a lot longer, but you can put those in water and they will become soft and edible over time. But I don't know. It's funny. Like, Matthew's probably rolling his eyes going, these chicks, what the, you know, it ain't even that.
No, because I'm going over in my head what I need to get at Walmart tonight. So I'm taking notes.
Like, get your batteries, get your flashlights. If you got kids, don't count on candles because, you know, kids be kids and they're in the house and they're bored and they start throwing shit. Now you're dealing with the house fire, you know.
Yeah,
like,
use those teacup light candles if you have them. Those are amazing. The ones with the little batteries in them that look like a candle.
Yeah. And I mean, if you can afford a generator, get one. I mean, we have one, and I don't know, but like, all the animals got to come in the house. If it's going to be as bad as they say it's going to be where you're at, like for me, I'm not really expecting anything major.
It's gonna be bad Friday. Ooh.
Yeah, like I worry. Like, my best friend lives in North Carolina, and if they get a 1/4 inch of ice on their power lines, their power goes down.
Yep,
like done.
Often.
And I'm like, geez, like a 1/4 inch of ice, you know?
You would be surprised out in the county between, you know, North Carolina, South, and Tennessee, the back roads and all of them lines are covered in trees, and there's, you know, the county can't keep up with all of it. So usually our power is lost because a tree freezes and loses a limb or falls over and takes out the whole power pole.
Yeah.
Or the lines.
Yeah. And you can, there you go, Outlaw. Just Peeking said, I just got my night shifts back. I don't want to drive in the dark in this shit. Girl, I don't blame you.
Oh, that's not the right one. Here, I'll get it.
You just posted the
Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted to do.
I'm definitely timing you out for that.
Where
It
are
says
you
share a
at?
referral link. That's what I thought.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, there you
if
are.
I share the link, they can come up here.
So they join. Yeah, I got you. It's pinned in here.
Oh, okay. So he's in another one.
Outlaw,
Outlaw,
he
you're
is
in
in Juju's vertical.
Oh, you're in my vertical. Come to Matthew's regular stream, and then he's got the link pinned.
I put it out for him where he can see
You
it.
did? Okay, thank you, baby. Oh, I'm searching for myself when I can just click on my Lord. You're in my, oh yeah, he's in my vertical.
Pause.
And
it's the vertical, not the horizontal.
Yeah, those things confuse me.
Yeah, you can pre-cook things too. You're right, Toaster.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You said it was pinned.
We have gotten 2 generators ready to go. We have the wood burning stove going, and we can cook off it too, so that helps. But we will lose water if we lose power, because then we won't be able to pump off the creek. Spring.
Did you put the link in the vertical chat or the horizontal chat?
The little one, the skinny one. The one that MGTOW was in.
Oh, I thought it was pinned in both of mine.
No, it's not pinned.
Here. Let's put this one in.
Let's see. Yeah, now it's there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my Walmart trip tonight. I like going to Walmart. Now, unfortunately, I probably have to take Marley, and
Yours must be better than mine. I can't stand going to Walmart.
well, I gotta buy Marley. Well, no, because I'm actually I spoke with somebody on Marketplace, and being that I'm spending so much money for Marley on his Legos, I found some guy selling like a bunch of different sets, brand new in the box. So I'll probably go get him like 3 sets for like $150.
Ah, cool.
Which I'd be saving over about 150 by doing that, which is crazy. And he's gonna have them all put together like tonight. Fucked up.
He will.
Like, damn it, take your time, dude. Fuck.
Gas, maybe. I don't know. We don't do much gas here, just peaking because, you know, the mountains, the rock, we can't put gas lines in. So we use kerosene.
No, we don't have a lot of gas here.
I'm gonna grab some butane tanks.
That's what we were talking about doing, is getting that.
Butane. They're kind of expensive though, depending on where you go.
Ooh, I got something else. Completely shifted fucking gears. Completely. And I haven't watched this yet. I'm pasting the link in the back chat. But I thought maybe we could watch it together and see what these guys are talking about.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be interesting.
Uh-huh. Because they're actually voting on this in
UN,
Texas.
196, 197 countries. 50 of them are Muslim countries, the rest of them non-Muslim countries. Okay, the systems of governance should be Islamic in the Muslim countries and the non-Muslim countries, or should we focus on the Muslim countries first, or exactly what?
Okay. Okay. Allah Jalla wa Ala commands you to what? To establish justice. Establishing justice on what? On a global level. We are an ummah that is commanded to establish justice, has a role to establish global justice. This should be part of the vision of every single Muslim.
That's an interesting, yeah.
Okay, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Any Muslim, yes, any Muslim who is not including establishing global justice in his vision,
sure,
he might be sinful. Non-Muslim countries, yeah. So those non-Muslim countries' financial system should be a system that worships Allah Jalla Ala. Their political system should be worshipping Allah Jalla Ala. Their social system should be a system that is worshipping Allah Jalla Ala. Their educational system should be a system that is worshipping Allah Jalla Ala.
So is this
their
a bottom-up
system,
change, or do we do it top-down, and how do we affect this?
So these are countries. Once we have number of countries that their systems are worshipping Allah Jalla Ala, then after that, those systems, those countries will have the power, or will be powerful enough to form a confederation, to demand for an alternative global system. This deen the Prophet ﷺ will be the victorious, will be the leader of the entire humanity.
What do y'all think about that?
Nope. 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 Big nope.
That's pretty crazy.
The crazy part about it is if you believe in the Bible and what it says that they will overtake us. There will be a time when we're defeated.
I think that's the time we're in now. Isn't that kind of the undertone of what's
I
going on?
think it's in the process, but we're not considered a Muslim country. But have you looked at the statistics overseas, like in the UK and different countries in Europe, their Muslim immigrants actually are higher in numbers than the citizens of that country.
Wow.
Like to the tune of 60 some odd percent in some countries. There's 60 some odd percent more Muslims than native citizens. Natural born citizens, whatever you want to call it.
Holy cow.
Can't find his channel. Okay.
Let me find out where you're at now.
He is in mine. And
holy crap.
Hold on. I'm trying to get over to you, Outlaw.
Oh, not that one.
Okay, I think he's in my vertical. So yes. Okay, so let me send you the link to this one. Copy and paste. Okay. That's the live where you can come where everybody else is at, Outlaw. And he's got the link to join the panel pinned. Or no, he doesn't. It's not pinned anymore.
It's not pinned anymore?
No, it's not pinned. But I'm sure he's fixing to pin it for you.
Oh, I got it pinned on the vertical.
Yeah.
Whoops. Whoopsies. All right. Hold on.
And Outlaw, I went to your stream the other day, and it doesn't bother me, like at all.
Good.
He warned me, and I was like, "It's okay, I can handle it." I went over there, and I was like, "Well, this isn't bad. Like, what are we talking about? What's everybody getting their panties in a knot for?"
I just like to warn everybody. It is MGTOW, and they discuss MGTOW stuff, and
yeah, it's fine. I mean, if I went over there with a different mindset or a closed mind, however you want to put it, and get my fucking britches in a twist, okay, I can see that. But if you're going over there to see another point of view and to listen to, men and how they feel or how they feel as a result of how they've been treated or whatever. I mean, there's men that have
issues.
Hey,
what's going on? How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I can't complain.
Good.
Your tibby needs clothes. I know you're cold.
Yeah.
Cheapers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you, brothers. First time I think I'm meeting you. So
yeah, right on, man. I've seen you around.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear what I was saying about your live I went to?
I didn't catch it. I was getting on the backstage.
Oh, I know. Y'all warned me, but when me and Diamonds went over there, her and I were messaging back and forth, and it's like we didn't understand what the warning. I mean, I get why you warned us, but it was like, no, it wasn't even bad. I mean, y'all had valid points.
So if you would have joined the main channel, my MGTOW Outlaw channel, I've got guys in there that are kind of anal about women being in there.
Oh,
and I've
okay.
gotten on to them numerous times.
Yeah.
They're trigger happy on the band finger. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah,
No, that's
and I
cool.
wanted you guys, and I wanted you guys to come over there and see it. And,
I didn't have a problem
I
with it,
didn't-
honestly.
Yeah.
I was kind of giggling when that one guy said that the girl that you were watching, that you were showing on the live, he was like, well, she just became, she just got closer to being shaggable. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, baby.
It
Yeah.
really made me laugh.
So in response, because I've got Mouse that's starting to come over again, and I've got Callie Ford and Gutters comes over there now more, and I've started opening up my second channel, which is really for nostalgia, but I give that option to people who want to watch it so that they don't get around my mods.
Yeah, we stay over in nostalgia so the mods can't see us. You can't catch me.
Personally, I don't have a problem with anybody watching. I'm not like that. I don't care. To be intellectually honest, and we talked about it on Mouse's stream last week.
Yeah.
Intellectually honesty, it don't bother. It's not the issue. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. It is the federal government that's the problem.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I'm not really good about attracting feminists, so that's good.
Nope, I'm allergic. Damn.
They tend to disagree with me a lot.
I'm always.
You better
I always
watch
love
out,
meeting new
Mouse.
people.
They're gonna come for us.
But yeah,
funny.
I always
Jackie
love
said-
meeting new people.
Oh yeah. Jackie said, I'll have to visit your channel and pretend I'm a beast of a man. Yeah. Just go in there with a man name. You'll be okay. But honestly, and I know it wasn't the main channel that you were talking about, but the channel that I went and watched, they weren't mean to me at all. I mean, you could feel the side eye, like trying to see like what direction I'm heading. And then when they realized that both myself and Diamonds were agreeing with most of what you said, they were like, oh, okay.
Me and Gutters have had the same talk. Me and Mouse have had the same talk. There's other women that we hang out with on gaming channels that's had the same talk. I'm like, guys, I don't care. I don't get upset about that. It's and let me ease people's minds. I don't follow behind the Andrew Tate and the Fresh and Fit bull crap.
No.
I don't subscribe to that garbage. That's not what we do.
No, it was pretty cool. It was a good conversation.
Their brand of what they call red pill. I'm not on board with none of that crap.
What do you mean by that? You mentioned that the other day, but you didn't really expound on it. Like what do you mean by the red pilling thing?
So in other words, I don't. If the problem in our culture between men and women is this, for them the solution would be right.
That's me. That's me and my guy right here. It's me and him. We took a picture earlier.
You're totally alfalfa, Matthew.
I'm definitely alfalfa. Yeah. Definitely.
So, for instance, we don't teach people. We don't tell people. We don't teach people to keep body count stacking. We don't tell them to go out here and just keep aiding the problem and being no better than feminists. And that's counterintuitive. That's not. That doesn't solve anything. What are you really talking about if you're telling a man to go out here and keep banging as many chicks as he can? And
yeah. Oh no.
Well,
sorry, I thought you were hyping me up right there. I'm sorry.
well, if we're trying to solve the issues of the low birth rates and the governmental overreach is telling people to go out here and keep aiding the problem is not a solution.
Right.
And I've never seen it as the solution. So I don't follow people like Tate and them that advise you to do that.
Telling you this is what you should do.
Right. Now, to be fair, I haven't really watched a whole hell of a lot of them. You know,
For
like
good
maybe
reason.
I should be caught up with. But,
Nah,
I don't.
you
I
don't need
I
to.
don't watch Brain Rot.
You've
Okay,
seen
so
enough of them to know what everything else is about.
yeah.
Pretty much. You know.
So when I think of the term red pill, I think of people waking up to you're being force fed a narrative. You know, the mainstream media is paid and bought and paid for. You know, it's that type of situation, like getting to the, you know, waking up and understanding that 9/11 was an inside job, you know, like things like that, you know, like you're waking up to the truth. And, you know, you took that red pill and now basically, you know, and this is all, you know, metaphor bullshit, but, you know, like you're waking up and seeing things for what they are. And basically you've taken your rose colored glasses off. So when you said you were completely against this red pill bullshit, I was like, wait, what?
Against what? Okay, let me rephrase. The mainstream version of what they call red pill. What you see them represent, you know, all the time when they're going after people, and it's always the same people: Fresh and Fit, Rollo Tomasi, Andrew Tate, Pearly Things, you know, that type of branding.
Okay, so I'm not talking about that sector. Then when I'm talking about red pilling, I'm not talking about that same group.
It's basically right. It's basically, you know, having the wool pulled off your eyes and seeing reality for what it really is.
Exactly.
There's truth. Right. There's truth in what's, you know, going on out here that the government's hiding from people. There's truth in, you know, what religion's hiding, and it whole can of worms there. But yeah, it's just basically reality.
The real reality.
Yes.
Not the one they present in a pretty package.
Right.
Like Obama really did take COVID to Wuhan, and now they've scrubbed it. They even say the picture is fake, photoshopped. It is not. He did too go. I remember the news talking about it. I remember when he went.
Mandela effect.
Well,
I know.
I've got a
Never happened.
Mouse, I'll have to get your email address, but I've got a video of Obama and Bill Clinton admitting that you know, illegals in this country were bad and we got to get them out of here and stuff. And it's just Trump sitting there like doing his facial gestures, like same thing I said.
I've seen videos like that. A lot of people have brought that up. I brought it up the other day. It's like, you know, Trump has deported less people than Obama and Clinton combined, you know, or individually, period. And nobody's talking about that. I think they're just mad about it because they don't like Trump. Or maybe the way he's going about it is he's, you know, being fairly aggressive with it. And I mean, shit, maybe that's what we need. I don't know.
Check back chat, Outlaw. It's in back chat. And if y'all need it, Matthew or did you need it? It's back there for you.
Yeah, I wrote it down the other day when he gave it to me. I'm going to check and make sure I wrote it down correctly. Yeah.
Well, Mouse gave me her direct number, so
you're special. I'm fucking with you.
It's called the loudspeaker, and you say clean up on all nine.
That's the code. It's all code words.
It's all code.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. I gotta get the kids in. It's snowing. It's getting pretty bad out there.
That's a bad word, and I'm.
It's getting bad.
Can you pick them up early?
Maybe.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump down. I'm fixing to run to the store and get all of my food supplies.
Yeah.
I gotta go get hay.
Thank you guys for having me up. It was good to see everybody. Juju, Matthew, Outlaw. Holler at me now that I've got my email address, and I'll check you guys out later. Y'all have
What time does your live start tomorrow, Mouse?
I'll probably start it around 10. I think I'm going to start going a little earlier. The crowd's better in the earlier.
Okay, I'm going to send you an email.
Okay.
And I don't want to miss it. So I'll send you an email. But thank y'all all for coming. I really appreciate
I'll send
it.
that video to you, Mouse. You may want to play it tomorrow on your stream.
Okay. All right. Sure. I'll look for it. Y'all have a good one. Stay warm.
You too.
I appreciate everybody. Jackie, yep, I already
Appreciate
did that.
you guys.
Thank
Hey,
you.
man.
I'll see you
Good to
later.
meet you, man.
Outlaw.
What is it? It's up to 19 though right now, so which is weird, but it's snowing.
Really?
Again. And on the little thing it says cold days ahead when on my weather app. Really? Thanks, guys. All right, you guys, I appreciate it. I'm aiming for another live 2 a day. 2 a days.
Definitely.
So we'll see what happens. That's if I can in a timely manner get all my shopping done tonight. So
And get home safely.
yeah, Goddess Pub, you are so late. Oh my God. We about to go grocery shopping and food maintenance. I mean house maintenance shopping.
Offspring fetching.
Ugh. Gosh. All right, you guys. Catch you later.
All right.